Hi and welcome. I'm Marlon. Thanks for joining today. We're going to do a little gentle yoga together. So our focus today, just bringing a little equilibrium into the body so that mind, body, energetically, emotionally, physically, we feel more balanced and more connected, more even. And I love when I find that little place where breath, focus, body are all in sync, where we enter into that state of ease, where everything around us can be swirling, but internally we feel quieter, calmer, and more centered. So finding a space that works for you, join me in a seat, on a chair, or lie down, whatever feels good. If you're feeling very energized today, go ahead and stand. So we'll just find our center now through our breathing. So taking some long, deep, loving breaths in and out, creating and establishing a nice, soft, easy rhythm for the breathing. So we notice what's happening on the in-breath, how much we take in, how far the breath goes, where does it travel into. And our breath out is all about letting go. So we move into this very dynamic state of, we breathe new air in to replace the old that's exiting. And we're in charge. So let's take charge. We know that our yoga is one of the best medical insurance plans. We know that from the beginning to the end, our yoga, our breathing, our focusing always makes us feel better. And we truly do receive balance and harmony throughout our practice. And by the end, we generally come into that state of ease and equilibrium. So let's really take note of that today. So lots of breath in. And lots of breath out. So just establishing this very wavy, this very fluid, warm breath. Attached to the breath is healing energy, focusing energy, so that we're nice and aware. We're nice and tuned in. Let's take 3 more deeper, fuller breaths, breathing in either my breath pace or yours. Exhale nice and slowly, let the breath stream out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one like that, breathing in. Long, steady, streaming exhale out. Let's take a pause. Notice how you feel at the end of these long, deep, conscious breaths. We only need a few to change the channel on how we're feeling, to release out some anxiety, some stress, some holding, some tension, some pain. Whatever it is that goes on, we know that yoga does not fix us, but yoga does when we're doing it consciously, when it's very deliberate, when we're focused on the breathing and the poses together in union. We know how we feel at the end of that. So let's take the hands to the heart. Let the chin soften towards the chest, sending out all that we've already created together. Peacefulness, light, hopefulness, strength, balance, trust. Full breath in. Exhale to share. And let's breathe the arms down, around, and all the way out or up. And as we exhale, bringing the hands right back to the center. Breathing in, down, around, and all the way up. And exhale, pulling right into our center space. Breathing in, reaching the arms down, around, and up. And exhaling, pulling into our center. Let's take 3 more like that. So you know me, I love circles. They're so meditative, so soothing for mind, body, central nervous system. Because this is exactly how we enter into a state of equilibrium. By focusing the breathing deep into the body, into our tenderness, our tightness, our gripping. By focusing our awareness inward to the U channel, so that you really know what's happening internally, within. We know how we look outside, we've looked in the mirror, but what's going on in our internal environment today? That sets the foundation and the tone for the rest of the day. So settle in here, focus, connect internally, full breath in. Taking these powerful pauses for doing exactly that, tuning in. Exhale deeply. And breathing the arms down, around, and up. And taking a nice gentle twist from here, twisting to the right. So rebalancing, starting moving into the gut. We start to balance out anything that we've eaten that doesn't feel good, or butterflies in the stomach, or tension, irritable bowel. We know that there's so much that goes on with our gut space. And we know more and more that there's so much research and information about the brain health and the gut health. The two are interwoven. So when one is good, the other can feel better as well, and vice versa. It has a trickle up effect or a trickle down effect. Breathing in, come to center. Exhale, twisting to the opposite side. So what we do today and what we do in this moment really affects our next moment and tomorrow. So let's connect into the present moment. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where we can bring more breath so that we can shift energetically, shift emotionally and physically. So whatever comes our way, whatever uphill battle we're faced with, maybe our yoga helps us to see it in a different way, or that we can navigate through it with a little more strength. Inhaling back to the middle. Exhale, fold forward right from your center. Keep the spine tall and long. Energy right out through the crown. Use your blocks out in front if that helps to bring the ground up to you. And remember that our blocks have 3 different heights. You can also stack the blocks. So use them how you need to, so you're nice and supported, because we truly get the most when everything is feeling its very best. Full breath in. Full breath out. And forward folding is always about balancing. Always about finding our equilibrium. Especially when we're feeling very out of sorts, very out of balance. God, it always helps us to find and come back to our center. Full breath in. Full breath out. And just taking 3 more deeper, fuller breaths here. Deep breath in on my breath or yours. Deep breath out. Notice the breath now that you're taking in. And notice the breath that's exiting. How much bigger and fuller our breath has become through our awareness, our consciousness, our presence. Our focus. It's so, so critical. And inhaling nice and slowly, let's come back all the way to center, reaching the shoulders up, back, exhale down, full breath in, and full breath out. Notice the way you're sitting, and then wherever you are, let's adjust, let's shift, let's unwind and unravel, give everything a nice little refresh. And that's really so much what our yoga is about, refreshing and restoring all of our systems back into a state of true equilibrium so we feel our very best as much of our day as we can. And let's change our seat now, or if it doesn't feel good, to change your seat if you were crossed, like me, do any seat that works for you. Sit on a little lift if you feel like you're rounding or tipping into your chest, heart, or low back. We never want to be dumping there. We want to be sitting nice and straight and tall, taking in as much of our powerful breath as we can. Hands to heart, soften the chin, breathe in, ground down through your seat, energize through your belly. And exhale, side bend to the right. And take 3 or 4 long, deep breaths here, right into the space, through the side body. Full breath in, full breath out. Gentle stretching to ease away tightness, to ease away tension and holding. Sometimes we're not even aware. We don't even realize what's happening. Breathing in, back to center. And here's our opportunity where once again, we can compare the right side and the left side. What is going on? I know mine feel very different, and I'm always working on creating balance between my two sides, not only right and left, but front and back. So whatever I'm doing, I'm approaching it with such strength so that I'm balancing out effort and surrender. Breathe in, back to the middle. Exhale, pull back into a nice gentle cat back or cow back from here. And breathing in, come right up to center. Let's take the left arm up. Let's turn the head to the right. And as we exhale, the hand meets the knee. Let's pull back cat. So only going as far as you can comfortably. Breathe in, reach the arm out or up, turn the gaze away from the lifted arm. Breathe back to center, exhale, pull back and away. So moving on your breath, alternating the sides, moving nice and slowly, smoothly, fluidly. Good, just coming back to all that water. Because we know that most of us are made up of all water, right? Most of our body, 95 or 98% is all water. So it only starts to harden when we get sedentary or when we're dealing with an injury and we get complacent in terms of healing and doing the work that we need to restore. Breathing in, lengthen, lift. On my breath or yours. Keep it going just a few more, because notice as the heat penetrates deeper and deeper into our body, into our skin, our organs, our joint space. It penetrates into all of our systems on every level. Wow, how powerful that is. Our yoga does so much, and we have to do so little. Let's breathe in. Both arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Stay vertical or take yourself out. Do what feels right for you. Keep the spine long, the chin nice and soft. So the neck is an extension of the spine. Energy right out through the crown. And notice, is the energy flowing freely? Are there blocks? Can you meet the blocks by paying more attention? Can you let the warmth of your breath meet the barrier? We have to be patient. We have to wait. We have to listen and watch. We have to heighten all of our senses. So we come out of thinking mind and into sensory body experience. 2 more deeper breaths here. Letting the breath do its thing, wiggling its way through all the little nooks and crannies within, opening and flushing out, balancing out any tension, easing it away on the exhale. Nice and slowly rising up, reach the shoulders up, back and down. Full breath in as you unwind. Full breath out as you stretch your legs, pointing, flexing through toes and ankles. Full inhale. Full exhale. And coming into my favorite mode, because I can't think of a better way of really learning about equilibrium and balance than coming into this seated balance core pose. So taking the hands either behind the thighs, heels are pressing nice and grounded, knees are lifted. We're energizing inner thighs, Kegel, belly, navel center, so we're finding our effort. And then within that effort, there's ease, so that we're relaxed, we're soft within our effort. Stay here, or if you feel very energized today, take your arms away, extending them forward. Good. Feeling all these beautiful lines pressing down through our heels and our seat as we lift up through the heart and the crown. Extending through the toes, the fingertips. Feeling everything working in our center to keep us nice and strong. If you want to lift here, you can float your heels 3 more breaths. Or just stay where you are. Don't compromise breath or posture. 1 more big breath in. Lower slowly down. Let's let the soles connect. Use your blocks if you need to. Breathe in. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Let the crown soften. Let the head release. Do what feels best for you, and always checking in with that. What is this pose bringing for you? How are you receiving it? Where can you focus more attention so that you get the very, very most from your pose? Full breath in. Deep breath out. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And just taking another 3 deeper breaths here. Stay aligned with your breath. Stay aligned with yourself as you release deeper and deeper, so that you're always by your side as you're releasing. You're always supporting yourself. Building our tools. Rising up nice and slowly, we start to peel the heart away from our legs, reaching the shoulders up, back. Exhale down. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. And nice and slowly, we're going to take our knees up, plant our feet. We're going to reach the left hand, either it wraps or we hook the elbow. Right arm reaches up, approaching our pose with length and space. Drop that right arm down and exhale. We're going to come into this nice deep twist. Again, using as a way to purify our organ space, to detoxify our gut of anything that doesn't feel good internally. And feel this pumping of the breath. The conscious breath is moving in, it's doing its thing, it's expanding into all this space. It's a real massage for the gut. And nice and slowly breathing into center. Either a hook or a hand, whatever works for you. Reach the left arm up. Exhale, we twist opposite. Use that back hand as a little kickstand. So there's not a lot of energy or force in it. It's just a guide. The twisting is happening right from the center, right around the navel center. The legs are strong, the core is strong, so we don't want to be dumping into that back arm at all. Full breath in, full breath out. And 2 more deeper breaths here. Twisting is so, so wonderful for anxiety, for balancing out all of our dualities, wonderful for our spine health. And breathing in back to the middle, soles together. And here we go again. We're going to take the hands to the outer ankles and shins. We're going to bring our soles together. Use that as a way to stay connected into our center. Draw the navel in and up as you connect to your Kegel energy. And you can stay right here, or you can tip back, just finding that little place of balance here. Right, finding the end of those sitting bones right before the tailbone. So we find that place of ease where the front, the back, and the 2 sides are completely in unison. You can stay here or lift, feeling a little more responsibility in the core now. If you're up for it, if you're not, you're not. You stay where you are. You're always respectful of what's going on internally. 1 more breath here. We only heal when we really take care of ourselves, and lower slowly down, and sometimes that means backing off. Breathing in, lift up, use your supports if you need or want. Exhale, fold forward. Let's walk ourselves all the way towards the right so the hands come to frame the knee. We're going to soften the heart and the head towards that inner knee thigh. Only go as far as you can comfortably. Lots of breath here as you surrender. And I always love forward folding for releasing tension, for letting go of stress. When I feel very high energy, frenetic energy, I like to come to some of these quieting poses, balancing poses. And nice and slowly lift up, walk yourself through center, and setting up for the opposite side. Heart lines up, full breath in, full breath out, full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, and full breath out. And coming up through center, and nice and slowly, just taking 3 more breaths here, letting go completely, connecting mind, body, and breath, really feeling the union of those 3, even if it's just a millisecond. The milliseconds really add up, and they do so much, and we have to do so little. Breathing in, rising up nice and slowly, letting the knees come back to center, extending the legs slowly out, give everything a nice little shake out. Take a full breath in, take a full breath out. And so from here, we're going to make our way. Option 1 is child's pose, if that's safe for your knees and your body. If child's pose is not, go ahead and come onto your back and hug knees into chest. So either here, hugging in, or coming towards your belly side. I like to take a block behind my knees. And arms can be long in front of you if that feels safe. Or you can take your arms wider, or you can even take your arms back and behind. We're going to take about 7 long breaths. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. If you need something for your head as well, or chest, use a bolster or bed pillows or couch pillows underneath you. So long streaming breaths in your child's pose, or on your back, upside down child's pose. Either way, same benefits for quieting, balancing, And I can't think of any other way than coming here to quiet down our central nervous system. So wonderful for healing, rebooting our energy, restoring our mind and all of our thoughts. And maybe when we come back to it, we see that same situation with a new pair of eyes. So wonderful for shifting the perspective. Let's take 2 more deeper breaths here. And nice and slowly, we're going to make our way up. We're going to meet those folks on the back. We're going to make our way all the way slowly and carefully to your back. Hugging knees into chest if you're not there already. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And from here, we're going to cross right knee over the left knee, or feel free to just have your feet down. And just take pause here to find your pose, getting deeper and deeper into that right outer hip. Full breath in, full breath out, full breath in, full breath out. So beneficial, all these wonderful stretches. And nice and slowly, either legs down or keep your legs lifted. We're just going to cross opposite, left over right. Full breath in, full breath out. Nice and easy, long streaming breaths, using these last few moments of our practice to completely free mind and body. Full inhale, full exhale. And just 2 more deeper breaths. And nice and slowly, carefully unwind, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And I'm going to make my way to the wall from here, and I'm going to invite you, if you have a wall handy or accessible, join me, or take your legs up onto a chair or a bed or a couch, or just make your way into any final resting pose that works for you. So I'm going to establish myself here on my mat. So the best way to get into legs up is to come all the way up against the wall on your side, and as you lower down slowly, start to take your legs up. Support your low back or your head if you need it. Your legs do not have to be perfectly straight. And closing your eyes and settling into our newest space. Here's where we really connect all the dots. We start to create that space of harmony and peace. And we seal it in here. We let all of our breath, all of our conscious awareness, all of our presence seep and penetrate deep within us, creating deep absorption. So we start to enter into that state of ease, balance, and ultimately equilibrium. Let's take a nice collective breath in. And a long deep breath out.